What do you think stops people from actually achieving the better life for them? And how do you think they could get over that?
I think people are scared, but people have so much fears and pressure as well. Yun yung nawawala sa mga tao. Laugh, fun. Take your life as a fun experience.
Yeah.
Because it is fun.
What are some beliefs that are implanted in you as a child that you can say that were the foundations that helped you become who you are today?
Oh, that Anjali was fearless. She was not scared of anything or anybody. Alam ko na matitrigger ako sa taong to, so I won't spend time with that person. So instead of learning other people, I spent time and money learning myself. I mastered myself. I think we were taught at a really young age, being disliked is part of the human experience. Never be scared to do anything, build anything, create anything just because someone will dislike it. And once you understand that, you become...
Hey guys, welcome back to Small Talk, Small Conversations with huge impact. My name is Alec Cuenca. I am your host. And before anything else, thank you so much for supporting the podcast. Thank you so much for jumping in, sharing it on your socials. And if you are not yet following the podcast, make sure you click that follow button. If you are on YouTube, click that subscribe button. We're trying to reach 100K. And 70% of people who are listening are not yet subscribed, which is crazy. So please support the podcast by clicking that subscribe button as well. But today, we have a very exciting guest. And ako personally, ang tagal kong hinintay to, ang tagal naming nag-try mag-match ng schedule because this person is such a rock star, online and offline, guys. And I'm really honored and privileged to have her here. The guest that we have right now is someone that I met back in the pandemic. And ewan ko, for some reason, parang we just check in like every year, like quick checkpoint, kamusta ka? But for the past year, I am so amazed with the growth of this incredible woman. And she has now graced our podcast to share her lessons. So let's all welcome back on the show, Miss Anjali Dao.
Hi, Alec. Hi, everyone. Hi to the listeners of Small Talk. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Yes, and thank you again for saying yes. I just guested on your show.
Yes.
It was such an amazing experience. Congratulations on the recent success of Life in Progress as well. And but before this podcast, I was actually listening to one of your conversations. So let me just dive right in. Okay, Rekta na
Please
tayo
go
agad.
ahead.
I listened to your podcast with Joyce, and you shared a lot of your stories there. And I can personally attest to this. Sinabi ko to kay Yani, my wife. Sabi ko sa kanya na, I thought the Anjali Dub that I was gonna meet is this the very loud and powerful, and you are still powerful, but there's like this calmness that I also feel. And it's a shift that I've seen in your content, in just who you are and how you radiate. And I learned in the podcast with Joyce that you have parang gone through a little bit of like reflection and change. Can you talk a little bit about like what is this rebranding about?
First of all, maingay lang talaga ako. And maraming tao nag-misinterpret nun because I feel like life is good when we laugh loud.
Yeah.
When you don't realize ang lakas na pala ng bibig mo, or I call it bunganga. Life is fun. Sometimes a lot of people forget that to laugh.
Yeah.
Laughing is seriously the best medicine. Laughing with friends, laughing with random people. Like, napapunta kami dito, pinapatawa namin yung guard dun sa parking. Like, kuya, hanapan mo na kami ng parking. Hindi kami pwede malate now na. Tapos tawang-tawa sila. And I think those guards will always remember, there was this crazy girl na kala namin di marunong magtagalog, tapos ganyan. So, that small thing. So that's first thing na laughing is good.
Yeah.
Being loud is good. And success naman siguro, I think when I was building my business, I had to be like that.
Mm.
And I was misinterpreted by a lot of people. And that is okay. Parang yun yung pinag-usapan namin ni Bianca sa podcast niya. I am here to live my life.
Yeah.
Based on what makes me happy. And sometimes if it is not aligned with other people, unfortunately, that is not my problem.
Yeah.
Everybody has a space in this world. It's up to us how we want to take it. Diba? And I love the fact that ang dumating sa buhay ko first was my business.
Mm-hmm.
So wala akong pressure na kailangan ko maging this type of person on social media. Kasi nabuild ko na yung clientele ko eh.
Yeah.
And my clientele is not on social media. And they follow my account and they find it joyful that the Angeli that they deal with sa business is also very funny.
It's the same.
Di ba? So wala akong pressure na yon na i-build ko muna yung self ko bago yung business. Sa akin, dumating, business muna. Kaya ang lakas na loob ko maging myself on social media.
Yeah.
Because there's no more validation. And with Bianca, we also discussed na parang, my life, I treat it like every season. May season siya. There was a season, I was a 21-year-old girl. I was in my backpack, in bikinis, nagpa-haircut, ng boyka, naka-backpack, hindi ko alam ano yung Max Mara, ano yung Zimmerman. Then tumanda na ako, nag-shift konti, because we are supposed to change. Parang kakabahan ako, 35 na ako next week, tapos same ako dun sa 21-year-old girl na yon. Medyo kakabahan ako noon. That means I did not do anything in between. And ang haba ng time na yon. Looking back now sa stages ng life ko, 22, 23, Alec, minsan natatawa ako sa mga videos ko. Oh my God! That's me? Bakit ako nagpunta sa podcast na miniskirt? Why did I do that? Tapos, you question these things in a funny way. Tapos makikita mo yung progress mo and masabi mo sa self mo, oh, I've done the work. You know, failing in public, getting embarrassed in public,
Yeah.
being happy in public. And I had to go through all these things to be here in front of you right now because this is a current moment.
Yeah. And I've met the Angeli Dub in the pandemic season where
Sad.
I think
She was very sad.
Is it a sad Angeli Dub? I want to know because you asked me this powerful question and I want to ask it back to
Kinakabahan
you.
ako.
Tinanong mo sa akin to ng podcast mo.
Okay.
Like in your 20s, like during those times, that young Angeli Dub, what's the number one lesson that you got out of that?
Oh, that Angeli was fearless. She was not scared of anything or anybody. And I was just curious. I was just in awe of the world. And that thing, isang thing lang yon, landed me my dream life. Because I was not scared to try. I was not scared of failing. She was fearless, Alec.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun, nagpunta ng Bhutan, mag-isa, Nepal, mag-isa, nag-Antarctica, mag-isa. Why would, hindi ko alam. Ngayon, looking back, Angeli, why did you do that?
Yeah.
Pero alam mo yun, nag-Uganda ako mag-isa, nag-trekking ako kung saan-saan. That's why I'm here right now. Because she was fearless. She gave me everything that I have today.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun, lahat ng tao, i-message ko, ganto, ganyan, ganyan. And I don't have regrets. Tapos nabuo the Angeli I am today na I have a guidebook na. Parang because of that Angeli, I've learned my strengths, my weaknesses, what I like, what I don't like. Na build yung self-awareness ko.
Yeah.
Now I know, parang 10 kilometers away pa lang yung tao, ayoko dyan. And that is okay. That is okay. Parang sinasabi ko to halos sa lahat ng tao, we all have our bad traits and we need to start speaking about that so we don't conceal our bad sides. Yeah. The more we conceal kasi, we don't get the time or the chance to face our bad traits. Everybody has bad traits, Alec. And at this stage of my life, I already know A to Z, sino si Angeli. And I've embraced that so powerfully, so gracefully, that wala na makakagamit against sa akin nun.
Yeah.
That was the beginning of my adulthood.
Wow.
After the young Angeli, I was like, okay, Angeli, chop, chop. No more fearless things. Now we have to do the real work. We are becoming an adult.
Yeah.
Ano gagawin natin? When I moved to Madrid, the first thing I did was therapy.
Really?
Yes. I've been going to therapy for 4 years.
In Madrid?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I was just so curious. Kilala ko na sarili ko sa travel. Mag-isa ako. Kilala ko na. I want to know myself from a different perspective. Paano ba nag-work yung brain ko? Ano ba meron sa brain ko? Like, meron akong facts. Okay, Angeli is an entrepreneur. Angeli is ganto. Angeli is resilient.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And some labels of people. Angeli is self-centered. Blah, 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 blah. She always talks about herself. Okay, nandiyan na tayo. Nakalatag na yan. Paano ba nag-work ang brain ng isang Angeli? Bakit itong baso nati-trigger si Angeli? I went to therapy.
Okay.
Ganon ka-extreme na yung self-work na gawa ko. That's why you see the calmness together with confidence.
Yeah.
Dati kasi parang na-highlight ko lang yung confidence.
Yeah.
Like, I'm confident with my life. I love my life. Pero ngayon, may something na beyond that confidence. It's backed by my own understanding of my own patterns.
Yeah.
Alam ko na matitrigger ako sa taong to, so I won't spend time with that person. So instead of learning other people, I spend time and money learning myself. I mastered myself.
Oh my gosh, your journey to self-awareness is so inspiring.
Different level na siya. Parang therapy.
It's intense.
Diba? Kasi kala mga tao,
I love it. Yeah.
you go to therapy for traumas. Yes,
Yeah.
you go. But the fact is, I come from a very good family. I mean, I have my own traumas, whatever, ganyan. But not like something extreme.
Yeah.
You know? I was raised by very loving, supportive, responsible parents. They gave me everything they could. Up to this day, mama ko, pinaglulutuan ako ng lunch. Kasi tinitimbang niya yung mga protein ko. That level of love from parents. And pag galing ka sa ganon, the world doesn't matter to you that much. Because you are loved. Like sa mismo, pinagagalingan mo every day from your home.
Wow.
And that's where also my confidence comes from. I wake up, I'm loved by my mother, my siblings, and I go home, I'm loved by my mom. Like, I need a break. You know?
How do they show their love to you? How did you know as a child or growing up na I am loved?
Freedom. My mom and my parents were very like free sa amin. We did not felt like ko lang naririnig to eh. Di ako makarelate sa mga tao na, strict parents ko. I was always given the free will to choose. Gusto ko na tubig or ganito? Okay. And our food, hindi kami yung parang lahat binibigay. We were given very like structured options. Kaya I ended up at 34, I froze 39 eggs because that started from our home.
Wow.
We were not fed just anything. Simple things. That's how I learned no pagtanda ko, mahal ako ng magulang ko.
Really?
And my parents did not finish school. And I took my master's in Madrid and I might take my PhD. So it has nothing to do sometimes sa kung ano yung meron parents natin. We also have our own options as adults. Our parents can do everything for us. They never had a guidebook how to raise a child.
Yeah.
But I am the product of my mom. She did not even finish high school. But she gave us one thing. She was responsible. She didn't know everything, but she was open to learning. Okay, my kid is now 18. Eto gusto niya, and I'm gonna nurture that. And that just one thing, like after nito, uwing-uwi na ako kasi gusto ko na magluto na kami ng dinner na mama ko. That's love for me.
Yeah.
Up to this day. And it's a privilege that I always talk about. I hope someday, pag nagkaroon ka ng anak mo, that's one thing I always tell my friends, na sana mahalin kayo ng anak nyo like how much I love my mom up to this day. Alam mo, 35 na ako, I still look forward to going home. Like pag adults na tayo, diba, I still go home to my mom's house every day, Cavite, Manila. Every day. For me, that's love. I have the privilege to buy my place, set up my place, and everything. I have my condominiums, but I don't go. For me, that's love. Very simple thing, driving every day. But that means everything to me.
Oh my gosh. Like, I know for a fact that if your mom listens to this right now, she would be so proud.
An interesting fact, ay, hindi nga pinapakinggan. Kahit anong podcast ko, hindi nga pinapanood. Alam mo bakit?
Bakit?
Sabi niya, one time sabi niya sa akin, kasi I invited her, sabi ko, Ma, go to my TEDx talk in Madrid. I'm gonna buy you a ticket. No daw. Because ayaw niya mahalo yung ano tingin niya sa akin. Because for my mom, I'm just her daughter.
Wow.
She doesn't want to know that I'm an entrepreneur. She doesn't want to know anything. Mahalo daw kasi yung ano niya, yung judgment niya. I'm just her daughter. Kagabi, pinapagalitan niya ako. Alam mo yun, kasi minsan, adult na kasi ako, ayaw niya magkaroon ng awkwardness. Oh, my daughter is this way. Kasi nagkakaroon pa rin ng ganyan eh. We don't have that. We talk like crazy. We laugh like crazy. Ano ba, Alec, up to this day, wala akong sariling kwarto sa bahay. And I sleep next to my mom. May foam ako. Binili ko sa Muji, nilalagay ko doon. Tulog ako doon.
Yeah.
Siyempre, di na ako pwede tumabi sa kanya. So that kind of love, for me, I value that so much. And I think I'm gonna get old with that love. And that was also the reason why I froze my eggs. I want to experience that love from my daughter or my son.
Yeah. Ang ganda. Ang ganda. Ako talaga, I'm so touched by the fact that not just with how you guys are okay ang relationship with 35, you're so excited to go home, but the indirect impact that it has on your success in life. Because I could argue that a person's success heavily depends on, or siguro yung risk and yung hirap, yung suffering level ng tao depends on kung paano mo siya palakihin from 0 to 7 years old. Like if you build the confidence from then on, she's gonna be okay. If you build perseverance, good values from 0 to 7 years old, she's gonna be okay. Take me back. Like, what are some beliefs that are implanted in you as a child that allowed you to that you can say that were the foundations that helped you become who you are today?
Yes. Sorry ha, yung iba na sabi ko na sa podcast ni Bianca. I-share ko din, fresh pa siya. I think we were taught at a really young age, being disliked is part of the human experience. Never be scared to do anything, build anything, create anything just because someone will dislike it. It's part of the human experience. And once you understand that, you become unstoppable. Because me too, I don't like everybody. I don't like a lot of things. And I'm very vocal about that. And I think it's a mutual feeling. They don't like what I do as well. And that is okay. Parang yung purpose natin is beyond other people. I think what a lot of people missing is wala silang relationship with themselves. And I was able to shape that very well. Na-master ko siya because I grew up in a household where we lost our father at the age of 13. So marrying was not the end goal. Because we saw our mom. Walang man. She was so capable. Driving a truck with 4 kids. Sipin mo yon, back and forth kung saan-saan. Naka-seatbelt kami. Okay, sit down, seatbelt lahat. We're going for a long drive. So when you grow up in that kind of environment, everything else becomes like an add-on. Kaya nga sabi ko, nakikita nyo na lang itong version ko, but it started way back from my mother. We saw her. Nung time na yun, yung mga kasamahan niya parang nakaskirt, sa simbahan, susunduin, yung mga anak, or sa school, tapos yung nanay namin nakatruck. Yung parang Raptor nung time na yun. Tapos parang lahat ng nanay nakatingin sa kanya. Tapos yung suot niya, naka-Americana siya. Let's go, kids. Kasi wala na yung dad namin nun eh. So I grew up in that environment. And my mom never remarried, walang romantic relationships. She was like, my goal now is to raise my kids very well. So I was raised in that environment. Kaya nawala yung mga insecurities ko at a young age. Siyempre, I have petty insecurities. Magpalaki ng ass, ng balakang, ganyan. But yung major insecurity from within, parang, I honestly, this is coming from a place na sobrang curious ako. Alec, I don't have this thing na naiinggit sa iba. I use everything and everyone, I want to be like that. Like yung mga clients namin, nakita ko, I was thrown at a really young age in this environment na puro mayayaman na yung nakikita ko sa travel. Kasi 2011, when I started Access, I remember one of our clients walked in. Sabi ko, oh my God, that's a good watch. Ano yan? Ano ko talaga yung client. Kasi nga in my 20s, I was in awe of everything. Parang lahat, curious na curious ako. Ganda naman yan. Ano yan? Tapos, I took all those things as an inspiration that I want those one day. Doon ako first nakita ng Rolex. I will never forget. 2011, nagpunta yung client sa office namin. Up to this day, clients ko pa din sila.
Wow.
I still handle them myself. Tapos sabi nila, bata ka pa. Ganyan. Sabi ko, opo, blah, blah, blah. Tapos,
Ilan taon ka? Sorry.
19 mag-20 when I started Access. But they trusted me. Up to this day, ako pa rin nag-ayos ng trips nila. That's how grateful I am to them because I was able to see these things, what a Rimowa is, what a Rolex is, what a Louis Vuitton is. Sabi ko, there's a world pala like this out there. Tapos yun, parang na-implant na siya sa isip ko. But that time, I did not take these things parang seriously. My goal was to build my business. Sabi ko, one day, I'm gonna buy my Rimowa aluminum. Very small thing, But for a 19-year-old, that was amazing to me. Like, my clients have a bag na 100,000. Oh my God, paano nangyari yun? Wala nga ako 100,000. So alam mo, when you surround yourself with people like that, it's life-changing. That's why personal insight ko dyan is I never want to be surrounded by people who want to pull me down. No. I have the option to pull myself out of these scenarios and find nice people.
Yeah.
Diba? Sabi ko nga kay Bianca kanina A lot of us are busy trying to fit in. We don't realize the real work is try to pull yourself out of a lot of things. Oh, I don't like being here. I need to go. I don't like being here because pulling yourself out of something is difficult than fitting in. Because fitting in is easy. Okay, I like to run. Punta ka sa running club. Fit in ka na. But what if one day ayaw mo na tumakbo? It's gonna be very hard for you to grieve, for you to pull yourself out of that community because you've changed.
I have so many questions.
Uy, ano ba? Kinakabahan ako sa mga questions mo.
Ang ganda ng sinishare mo. But before I go into the change and the grieving part, first, I'm curious about the Rimowa thing. The Rolex thing.
Kakabili ko lang by the way.
I,
34 na ako bumili ng alumino.
talaga. So from 20, when you saw that, up to 35, you ngayon nakuha mo na siya. Like my question is, maybe there are people who are listening to this and they're in their 20s and they also get exposed na parang, oh my gosh, there's a better life. I mean, of course, Rimowa is not, a better life, but technically there's like a different world out there that you can explore, that you can try and, embody for yourself if that's what you want. But not a lot of people get that. They still get stuck. Kahit na alam nila na, oh, there's a better life out there for me, hindi ko siya makuha. What do you think stops people from actually achieving the better life for them? And how do you think they could get over that?
I think people are scared. I think cliche, but people have so much fears and pressure as well.
Why do you think that?
I think growing up in an environment like Asia or the Philippines, probably Latin America too, parang hindi open yung mga tao to a lot of things. Nowadays, it's changing. I mean, this is an honest conversation, di ba? I think that's one thing I've had from my roots foundation sa bahay, na we were allowed to speak up. I don't like this. And Bianca was telling me kanina, sa kanya daw, sa upbringing niya, somehow, parang, pag babae ka, mabait ka. Pag babae ka, ganyan ka, ganito ka. I think those things start at such a young age. Tapos ngayon, nadagdagan pa na social media. So of course, you will feel bad about yourself. And I was talking about this sa podcast ko, na parang travel is not healing for everyone anymore. Why? Because it just became another pressure. Instead of enjoying it, it just became another pressure like get married, get this, blah, blah, get a job. It's no longer like, oh, I want to go to Japan because I want to. I want to travel to the US, get a visa because I want to. It also became a competition. That is what, parang nagpipigil sa mga tao.
Yeah.
Everything became a competition. So, is there anything we are doing because we want to? I think that's the question we should ask ourselves. Kaya nga pag na-open yung mga conversation sa mga kasal-kasal, parang ako, you always talk about people getting married. The question you should ask yourself is, do I want to? Or the next question is, atong mga anak-anak na to, am I capable? Sabi ko, you don't just answer the question, why wala ka pang anak? You should start asking different questions. May pera ba ako para mapakain ko yan? Sabi ko, I think we are asking the wrong questions. So, of course, we're gonna have wrong answers. But first, it starts with a question. Like, I asked myself, do I want a kid? Last year, I was like, yes. Okay, so what's the first step we're doing? Okay, we have enough money, freeze our eggs. Tapos. That's it. Wala nang further questions because I'm just not yet there. I mean, kahit ilabas ko yung anak ko, I can buy a sperm and create my baby. So easy.
Yeah.
My mom would give me the money to have a surrogate baby. Even we have the privilege. My sibling said, ate, tara na. Hati-hati na lang tayo. Magpa-surrogate na tayo sa US. I was like, no. It doesn't work that way. We have to be ready, all of us. Now, we are creating a human being. Tapos tinanong ko mama ko, ano ka ng eto ng pera, surrogate, are you even ready for that? Ready ka na ba maging lola? Sabi niya, oh my God, oo nga pala, nakakatakot. Sige, ipaliban muna natin.
Yeah.
So alam mo yun, it's very important we ask the right questions.
Yeah.
So before you actually think na scared ka, i-define mo muna what is good life for you. Maybe good life for you is not abroad. Maybe good life for you is in the Philippines. And what's wrong with that? Maybe you don't have to be pressured just because your kapitbahay is in Spain, your kapitbahay is in Dubai. That means that is the right thing for you.
Yeah.
Maybe that is not right for you. Lahat this time may iba-ibang opportunities eh. You have different opportunities, different privileges. Same with me. But it doesn't mean what works for me, what it's gonna work for you. Or what works for you is gonna work for me. I think we're too focused on looking at what other people have. It creates fear inside us. I think ask the right questions. Gusto ko ba mag-abroad? Example, I have friends nung sa university ko sa master's. I wanted to live in Spain. That was my question. Angeli, gusto mo ba tumira dito? Yes. My classmates were anak sila ng mga milyonaryo from Colombia. Sinasabi ko nga, mga narcos ata kayo. From Mexico. Their questions were different from mine. Their questions were, oh, may trabaho ba sa company na dad ko? They went back home. I stayed in Spain.
Yeah.
I did not come back home because the moment na umalis ako, I knew I was leaving to start a different life.
Yeah.
For them, they left their countries to enjoy before working for their fathers. So there was no competition in the beginning.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, as long as you are true to what your like truest choice is, like you're gonna be okay.
Yes.
Like the competition, it's all in your head. Like it's all in our head sometimes. But I love that you shared na you have to ask the right questions. Like I also think that when you're clear, fear goes away.
Yeah.
When you're like super clear, like this is what I want. Like I don't give a shit what people are gonna think about it because this is what I want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because fear is sometimes created. Fear is an emotion. It should never be a barrier. I think we should feel it. Dapat ka lang kabahan. Siyempre, life is a mystery. Kung di ka kinakabahan, parang, oh my God. Even, kinakabahan ako. Kanina sabi ko kay Bianca, kinakabahan ako sa podcast na to. Kasi it's a mystery. Di ko alam ano itatanong niya sa akin. But na-overcome ko yun. I could have said no. Ay, kinakabahan ako. Ipapodcast ako ni... You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no. I took the risk. I went. It went well.
Yeah.
And now it became a memory.
Yeah.
I think we should start taking life that way. It's beautiful that life is a mystery.
Yeah.
You never know. Baka mamaya katabi mo na pala yung magiging tatay ng anak mo. Diba? So I think, fun. Yun yung nawawala sa mga tao. Laugh. Fun. Take your life as a fun experience.
Yeah.
Because it is fun. Diba? Parang a lot of people, I did not even know the word rentahin. I was like, what is this? So apparently, it's so different here compared to my life in Madrid. My friends are talking about, oh, this is my prime year. Sweldo ko 10,000 euros na. I can do whatever I want. Meanwhile, nung bumalik ako dito, people were talking about back pains at 33. Meanwhile, people in Madrid, sabi ko, ano nangyayari dito? Parang na-lost ako. Tapos sabi ko, you know what? Maybe the world works that way. We have to find what works for us.
Yeah.
Yung world di yan magbabago para sa atin eh. But we have the option to select where we want to see.
Did Young or the previous versions of Angeli Dub
Nakabahan ako?
experience the fear, overcame it, but made a wrong decision?
Oh yes. I was so scared to lose my ex-boyfriend.
When was this?
Nobody knows about my love life.
Okay.
Even the people I work with. Yeah,
Okay,
I was
I gotta know.
scared. I was so scared to lose him. But I lost him. I moved to Spain for him. Tapos na-chicken out ako nung nandun na ako. Sabi ko, Angeli, why did you move for a man? Idiota! I never texted him. Even I was in Madrid already. Until he saw me on the street. Kasi sabi ko, Angeli, you are such an idiota. Wala, he
Okay,
just saw me on the road.
Okay, walk me through. Like,
I was with him 2019, 2020, 2021. Sobrang gulo. We just finished this year. So a lot of people don't know about this story because I don't post my life. I've been in love with someone. And after him, never na ako na in love. I just don't feel that thing anymore. And I thought last year was our year. I was like, okay, mature na kami parehas, ganto, ganyan. Then I realized, ako na yung nagbago. It was never about him moving to Madrid. It was about me. I'm just no longer the person I was back in 2019, but I was so scared to lose him. I also, Binack up ko yan with my therapist.
Okay.
Because I saw a future with him. We planned it together.
Oh my.
And we traveled to weird places, Madagascar, Tanzania, Kenya, all the places you can imagine. And I was so scared na di na mauulit yun. Baka wala ng ibang lalaki maka-afford gawin yun. Babaw, no? Sabi ko, oh, I finally met a man who can actually
Masabayan ka.
afford to do the things that I do for work. I was so scared na nag-hold on ako sobrang matagal dun. And binugbog ko yung sarili ko for so long. But ako kasi, kahit ganun ako deep inside, I never told him. He never knew.
That's crazy.
Nagbinugbog ko sarili ko ganun katagal. Aquarius ako eh. I fight my own battles in my head.
Okay.
I mean, mamamatay na lang ako, pero never ko sasabihin na I'm in pain. He never knew up to this day. Kaya nga, sabi ko, what if sinabi ko sa kanya na that's how I felt? Because he looked at me so differently na I'm such a happy woman. Akala niya na parang pag nagbalikan kami, siya yung magiging problema sa buhay ko because I never told him how much he meant to me. And that is okay. But along the way, I had fun with a lot of men. Dapat lang.
For sure. But I guess one word or the thing that I really got interested with the story. Also, thank you, of course, for sharing that. I know you don't talk about it. Like I am so surprised.
You're so shocked.
Like,
may ganun pala, no?
Oo, may
Kaya
ganun.
yung mga tao nagsasabi masculine si Angie. Sabi ko, if you just know gano'ng kahaba hair ng isang Angelique Tag, wala lang sa social media. I don't believe I need to put my personal life on social media. For me, it's the biggest bullshit. I mean, I've done it paminsan-minsan.
Yeah.
But yung constantly putting my life,
yeah.
I'm not an entertainer. You know, I'm just here for business. And after that, I have a life that I love, Alec. I'm so in love with my life that I don't even want to share it to anybody.
Yeah.
Like, I became so selfish of my life. Ayoko na may makakita.
Yeah. Okay. I want to talk about that because Ayin also talked about that here on the podcast na parang she also parang 90% na yung hindi pinapakita versus dati siguro may face na ganun. But before that, you mentioned the word grieving kanina.
Oh,
and I think
my
this is
favorite word.
also connected to this story that you're saying. Like this made a wrong decision whatsoever, kind of beat yourself up for it, and then you finally break through. But there's also grieving in that. It's very empowering, but I also can attest na lahat naman ng breakthrough talaga, sometimes kailangan mo talaga mag-breakdown.
Yes.
Can
Breakdown
you-
everywhere.
Yeah. Can you talk about that
Iyak ako.
grieving process and how did you, get through all of that?